family. Here we go. 1 2 1 2. It's your man DJ Kirk State. And today's topic, all out to all the DJs, B boys, B girls, the whole DJ family. You know what I'm saying? Turntablists, portablists, whatever, man. Mobile DJs. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. Let me take a sip real quick. Here we go. Now, recently you heard that the streaming service Pulselocker has been shut down, right? Which is a total catastrophe, right? Now, I was warned a few. Yeah. Just the mic cord. 1 2 1 2. Uncut, raw right here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So Pulselocker has shut down. Now, I never was a fan of streaming services. You know what I'm saying? That could be Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, you name it, right? And the reason being, for the simple fact, is that the fan, music listener, music lover, doesn't really have any control except for the cough up that $19, $9, $30 a month, whatever it is, to listen to whatever you want as many times as you want. You know what I'm saying? So, and that all with the exclusives that they have in, let's say, Kanye West over here, Taylor Swift over there. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, to me, it's a total scam, right? So that's why I'm saying this isn't only for the DJs, but this is also for the general listening public and whatever, right? Now, Pulse Locker was a service that I praised a while ago in another video. You'll see the link down below, and you can laugh at me in there, right? It's all good if you don't laugh at yourself, right? But that video, I was very excited as to join something like that because at first I hated the idea of a streaming service, right? And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. But I was very excited because I belong to other record pools such as Franchise Record Pool, Beat Junkies Record Pool, you name it. I was, in all of that. And in those record pools, they had everything. You know what I'm saying? And Cleo just fucked everything up.
I'm gonna have to start over. I'm sorry.
What, Cleo?
Can you look up a You
No.
go like the actual record pools and look up an acapella for me?
All right, a minute. Let me finish.
Alright.
All right.
It's I just texted to you. Already.
All right. All right. 1 2 1 2. Here we go without any interruptions. You know what I'm saying? And that happened. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my son, aka local homie, he's big, doing big things. He's soon about to have his music out, which will most likely be on the streaming service. Okay. And if you're wondering what this is, I'm drinking right here. This is Jack Daniel's Rested Tennessee Rye. This is kind of rare. They don't make many of these. It's very hard to find. But I'm also into bourbons and whiskeys, you name it. Okay, so with that being said, let's get back to the topic of today, which is streaming music services, particularly DJ streaming music services. Now, I'm no fan of streaming music services. That's number one, right? And number two, I definitely at first was not a fan of the idea of a DJ having a streaming service for the simple fact that they control everything, right? Now, I belong to Franchise Record Pool, which is to me the ultimate beast of a record pool, and then also belong to Beat Junkies, which is very good for a lot of old school stuff, a lot of beat juggling type stuff, a lot of nice remixes from a DJ perspective, right? And then also belong to DJ City, which has a lot of electronic remixes of your favorite trap, your favorite R&B, or your favorite pop, right? They got nice remixes on there, and it's a very good source of music. So I decided to go with Pulse Locker, I guess over a year or so ago, right? And once I got Pulse Locker, I was very happy at the moment because they had all the drum and bass, all the dubstep that I could want because I would usually buy my music from Juno, Beatport, you have it, right? But and that was the main reason that I wanted to join Pulse Locker because franchise, like I said, is a beast, but they really didn't have it. Drum and bass. And I tried BPM Supreme. They didn't have any at all, really, And if it was, you had to go search for it. So, in order to save me time for Kirk State Pirate Radio, and if you don't know what Kirk State Pirate Radio is, it's a radio show that I record and then I put on iTunes podcasts. You're gonna search Kirk State Pirate Satellite Radio, Kirk State Pirate Radio on iTunes, and you will see my podcast on there, and also SoundCloud or whatever. But anyway, so I would get my music from traditional sources. If I found drum and bass or dubstep or whatever on franchise, I would put it in my set, or I would just buy it. I would just go and buy it from Juno, iTunes, Beatport, whatever. Right now, fast forward, I see Pulselocker, right? And I was like, oh wow, they got it all, right? Some of the favorite tunes that I was looking for, they have it all. Now, recently, I guess it was, I don't know, the 1st of November or something like that, we get an email saying that Pulselocker was going to shut down. Now, I knew something was wrong because I tried to contact Pulselocker on Twitter, right? Because for a few weeks, I hadn't been on Pulselocker a lot, let's say in the month of September, right? And it was particularly on September the 17th, I was on Pulselocker, right? Then maybe for about a week or so later, I went back to Pulselocker. And I noticed that they had not done any uploads, right? So I sent them a message like, what's going on? Maybe something's wrong with my account. Is something with billing, or y'all having a problem with the server or whatever, right? Excuse me. This is some good burp, made me burp, right? So I contacted them through Twitter, right? Now usually they would respond if I had a problem or issue with a track or whatever, right? No response. I got fishy. So I tried for a while, and then I just sent them a message. I said, what, are y'all shutting down? No response, right? Are you shut down? No response. Then early this month, I get a email saying that they were shutting down, right? Immediately. And I'm like, wow, okay. And then that very next day, I see from PayPal that my that they took their fee. So I'm like, okay, if they shut down immediately, what they took the fee, so it must going to shut down next month, like in December or whatever, right? No. What happened is they took the money on the 9th or whatever it was, and the very next day, you could not get access to Pulselocker. I turned on Serato DJ, no Pulselocker icon, no Pulselocker playlist. You know what I'm saying? So that's very upsetting, and I should have known better. And the reason that I should have known better is because let's take a look at this, right? You get to download all these playlists from these streaming services, right? And you build up these playlists over time, right? Let's say you got a bad day at work, or you got a bad day with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and you come home, you want to listen to your favorite track, right? Or you want to get in the car, or you want to ride the bus and put your headphones on, ride the plane, put your headphones on, listen to your favorite track, right? And then all of a sudden it's not there, you're going to be upset, right? Now, the reason I'm saying that is I grew up on vinyl. I grew up with parents who bought music. My mom bought several 45s, whatever was the top song of the day back then in the 70s, whatever she liked, she would buy it, right? And then, my dad would buy albums and all of that. And I still have a lot of their collection and a lot of my collection, right? So when I started DJing, right? So now our family has had many ups and downs, right? So now that we have had these ups and downs, guess what? This music collection is still here, right? Paid for it, bought it, or whatever, it's still here. Now you do the same thing with streaming services, you don't get that same satisfaction, which is very frustrating because you pay all this money, to 30 to 20 to $10 a month, and let's say you lose your job or you have a real down situation in your life, and you can't log back on or whatever. Or just like the Pulselocker situation, no fault of your own, you try to log on and it's not there anymore. You done lost your playlist. So the best thing they could do is try to come up with a way to maybe come up with a cloud service where they can try to maybe keep people's playlists for a long time. Maybe they can all get together. Maybe Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. could get together. And in case one of them shut down, you don't really lose what it is that's on your playlist or whatever like that. You can keep it almost for a lifetime. You can transfer it. I don't know. Maybe they do have something like that. I haven't looked into it. But if they do, someone please let them know. I mean, if they don't, someone please let them know, because right now this is a very terrible situation with Pulselocker. So, which I should have known. Sometimes you have a feeling about something, and usually you're right. And I've learned my lesson. And a lot of DJ guys I know were laughing, like, why would you even want to join a DJ streaming service, right? And you know what? Absolutely, what I known and what they've known, it's a total nightmare, because now you have hundreds of songs that are gone, and you have to start all over. Have to go back, research some of the music that I'm missing, and purchase it all over again to put it back into my Serato playlist or whatever. All right, so that's all I had to say to get that off my chest, off my shoulder, and we need to do something about the streaming services. And if anybody else out there wants to create another DJ streaming service, just don't do it. You're wasting people's time. Maybe you'll find new suckers. I'm not sure, but that's it. You won't get it from Kirk State over here. All right. All right. Later.